Good morning, my little artists. Today in art, we're going to work on an Earth Day project. Now that you know a little bit about Earth Day and what Earth Day is, we're going to make your own Earth. And we get to paint today. Woohoo! So remember, when we do these projects, all you have to do is try. Yours doesn't have to look like your neighbor's, does it? The first thing we're going to do is you'll get a circle just like this. You'll turn one side over and write your name with a pencil, not with a marker, with a pencil. Once you get your name on your circle, you'll need your black marker. I might give you a black Sharpie for the details, some crayons, and some paint and a paintbrush with some water. The first thing you're going to do is make some water at the very bottom. And I'm going to use my black Sharpie and go kind of up and down and up and down, kind of loop it just like this. Couple waves just like this. Then you can move up just a little bit and make a couple more waves. The next thing we'll do is we'll add another wiggly line. We're making the layers of the earth. And then maybe some hills just like this. I'm just giving you some ideas. You can make it any way you want to, but I'm giving you some ideas. Mountains at the very top, just like this, kind of like an upside down V. And I'll make a big one, and then I'll make two smaller ones on either side. But you can do whatever you want to. Once I get my mountains drawn, I'm going to put some zigzags at the top like they are covered with snow, because a lot of times the mountains, even in the summertime, has snow. Now that I've got some designs on my circle, I'm going to add some more detail. I might want to put some fish down in the water. Again, you can do whatever you want to. So here I put some little fish at the bottom, and then I might just put some designs in between, even if it's water. And on mine, I just put some polka dots in the middle part. And I'm going to add some trees on the hillside. So I just put a line, and then I line, line, line. But again, this is your world. So if you want to add some other details, that is just fine. I'm just giving you some ideas. So now once I get all my trees that I want drawn, I'm going to get my crayons out and color certain sections with the crayons. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. So I'm going to color the fish orange down there. I'm going to outline the trees, and I'm going to color my mountains brown. And I may choose to color something else. I might put some flowers there. I don't know. So now I'm ready to paint. The important thing to remember is to clean your brush well before you go to another color. If you notice, I don't have any mixed up colors because I cleaned my brush well and I patted it on the paper towel. So now I'm painting the blue for the water, and I can paint right over those fish because crayons and paint don't play well together, so that won't mix over the fish, and you'll be able to see those bright orange fish right just painting over them. Now I'll do the same. I'll go and wash my brush before I change to another color, and I'm going to change to green. So watch me wash my brush really good. I'm going to wipe it on the paper towel gently, and then I'm going to turn to green. I get a little bit more water on my brush, but you don't need a whole bunch. You don't want to make big puddles. And if you make a big puddle, kind of spread it out. You don't want your paper full of big puddles. So I'm going to go grab a little bit more paint. I didn't add any more water because I've got plenty of water in my brush. And grabbing more paint, but I haven't gotten any more water. So try not to dip in the water too much because that makes big, big puddles. And say we don't want puddles. It's okay, we can fix it if you do, but try not to make big puddles. If you noticed, I painted right over the trees that I colored with the green crayon. And you can still see the green crayon because it's called Crayon Resist. The crayons don't let the paint get into it. So that's why I love painting and using crayons at the same time. Now I decided I wanted to make a little sun, so I got my yellow crayon and I'm going to make a little sun because I forgot to do that. So I'm going to use yellow crayon so the paint will resist the yellow crayon. I want you to watch what happens when I use the blue paint over the yellow crayon. So I'm dipping my brush, getting a little bit, wiping it so it's clean, and then getting some paint. And the less water you use, the more vibrant. That means the brighter the colors are. So watch what happens when I go over the sun rays with the paint. The sun yellow rays poke through because the crayons don't let the paint soak in. Now you don't have to, but you might want to rinse your brush off, and if you made brown mountains, make sure your brush is clean and take a little brown and go over the mountains. Now anywhere you didn't color totally in, it will take the brown into the mountains, so they just look a little bit more vibrant, which means brighter. So there you go. That's painting and using crayon resist. So I hope you enjoyed this project. I'm sure they're all going to look great. I love these because I'm sure they'll all look different. Everybody will have used their own imagination onto what details they'd like to do. So just have fun with it. And before we end this, I want you to take a look at how my paint tray and my brush and my area looks. My paints aren't all mixed together, and my paintbrush is laying down so it can dry, and we'll dump out the nasty water. I want you to notice my paint tray. Are the colors all mixed together? No, I kept them very nice because I cleaned my brush every time I changed colors. Notice how I've got the paintbrush drying, and then I'll pour out the nasty water. Sure hope this is how yours looks, so you can tell me that you are taking care of the art supplies in the art room. I hope you enjoyed this project, and we'll do more fun things next time. Happy Earth Day!